Speculation Sunday on a Monday. Welcome to another Speculation Sunday. We got Just Ask Danny in the house. Danny,
how's it going?
How are you doing?
Good.
My friend? Are you surviving this weather, these ups and downs? Today was really nice.
Today was nice. It was pretty cool actually compared to some of the days we've been having, but we're in for more of it, right? The May gray and the June gloom. So we're just finishing May. We're going right into June gloom now. So
yeah,
we're not out of the clear just yet.
I miss wearing like a hoodie. You know, I can't even wear hoodies anymore. It's just so hot, so freaking hot. Thank you everybody for joining. Today it's not Sunday, but we moved it till today. So thank you everyone that's joining us on this beautiful Monday. Today I want to have it where it's just Q&A. So whatever you guys want to talk about is what we want to talk about. So if you have any questions, comment, advice, anything related to Disneyland, Knott's, Universal, post in the comments. I'll get to as many as we can. So I want to open it up to Q&A right off the bat. But before we also get started on all that, while everybody's commenting, Danny, do you have any content or anything you want to let people know about on your end that you're going to be posting soon?
Yes, we have a new podcast coming out, or I have a new podcast coming out Wednesday. So it'll be out on Wednesday, going over the 70th and a bunch of other Q&As that I had gotten. So that'll be out on Wednesday. And then whenever Armando and I go to Disneyland this week, whatever day we pick, I'll be filming a video then. So I don't have a new video lined up just yet, other than what's already up from the 70th. So. Which that video is really good and it's doing well. So if you haven't seen it already, go watch that one.
Check it out. It's Just As Danny on YouTube, right?
It's all the 5571.
55.
But if you search Just Ask Danny, you'll find it because my username, my URL name is the 50 or Just Ask Danny. So
got it. 5571, everybody. We got a question from Jacob. Danny, who's your favorite classic Universal monster?
Creature from the Black Lagoon. Easy.
Dude, I've been meaning to watch that movie. I haven't seen it. I want to say never. I've never seen it. I've been wanting to do like a weekend where I watch all those, I don't want to call them old, but all the classic movies from Dracula, Frankenstein. You know, I want to see them all like back to back. I don't want to do it like over weeks. I want to see them back to back.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw something that Knott's is closing. I saw that too. I think they're closing around 9 p.m. today. So kind of crazy. Look at you, no hair, here in my hotel in Florida watching Lilo and Stitch on TV. Hey, everybody out there. Darstar's in Florida right now. Beautiful Florida.
What do you mean Knott's is closing today at 9?
They close at 9 p.m.
What's the difference? What does that mean?
Disneyland closes at 12. The same thing.
Oh, I don't know. You made it. Well, it was just like
no. I think that guy
it was something special.
No, Knott's closes at 9 p.m. It's a fact today. I think Mike or Miles might have saw something like Mousetrap. You know what I mean? Where like Knott's is closing officially. They let go of all their president. You know what I mean? I don't know. But Knott's closes at 9 p.m. today. We got Jose Super Chat. How often you cut your hair? I like the new look. I cut it once all my family and loved ones start hating on it. It's literally how it works. I am 37, so I love having a full set of hair. Just ridiculousness. I love it. But I don't know. People, all my close loved ones, they hate it eventually. So
I hate it when Mondo's hair gets too long. I always tell him to cut it.
even Daddy hates it. Even Daddy hates it. Danny, so glad you had a new podcast episode. He has a new one coming, right? Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah. I had one before the 70th, and now I'll have one for the after 70th. That comes out Wednesday morning.
Nice.
It'll probably go live the same time, the 5 a.m. for the audio, and then the video one usually a little bit later. I didn't have a video podcast this last one just because I was traveling. I was in between houses, so I didn't have my setup to be able to do that. And I didn't want to just like record it on a phone and not do it the same. So audio only for that one. But back to video again. This one that's coming Wednesday.
Are you guys going to Epic Universe? I have no plans until next year sometime. Annie, where are you on the Epic Universe?
I wanted to try to go in December for my birthday, which usually Florida's weather is a little bit better in December. So I'm not trying to go to Epic Universe with a park that's no shade, because all the trees are brand new. There's literally, if you've seen any videos from Epic Universe, it's literally like no shade. It's like wide open concrete. And with Florida summer heat and Florida hurricane weather heat, aka like the fall months, that's just brutality, like
Yeah.
beyond. So I'm not trying to get like heat exhaustion from doing that because I already got like a pretty close to like a heat exhaustion or like too close one time, and that was at Universal Orlando, and it was during the hurricane season, so it's brutal out there.
Brutality. Joanna, I want to say happy Sunday, happy Monday. Thoughts on the new Mission Impossible movie? Have you seen it, Danny? I have not. I have not seen it.
I have not. I have not. My parents saw it and they really liked it, but they're like huge fans of like Tom Cruise and those movies. I know that like movie critics kind of like were judging a little bit harshly because they said you could tell like when half of the movie was being worked on pre the strike, the writer's strike, and then post the strike. And so like there was like a clear juxtaposition of like which team was working on which end of the movie, and it kind of like didn't mesh together well. But the people that I've heard from that watched it already didn't really echo those sentiments, so I don't really know who to believe. But it's not a movie
I
I'll
might
be
try to watch it
rushing out to
today.
see.
I might
Yeah.
watch it today, Danny. Yeah. It's doing good though, box office. At least that's what it seems like. Palm trees, Six Flags firing all theme park presidents was wild. I wonder how that will affect the theme parks. I haven't really asked you for your opinion, Danny. Six Flags let go of their presidents when it comes down to theme park president at Six Flags and Cedar Fair. That's how I interpreted it. And I think it was 27 in total. What are your thoughts? I really can't worry about the other ones because I don't know the heartbeat of any of those other ones. How do you feel about Six Flags and Knott's essentially letting go of their presidents?
Well, I really can only speak about Knott's truly because Six Flags to me, that ship has sailed. I used to go to Six Flags Magic Mountain all the time, and when in its heyday, Six Flags Magic Mountain was one of the best theme parks ever. It was so much fun.
They had comedy.
They had live entertainment. They had dinner shows. They had a monorail going through the park.
A monorail? I don't believe it.
Yeah, dude. I used to ride that monorail all the time. We went to Six Flags as a family at least once or twice a year. We'd stay at the hotel near there, and it was just really, really fun. But yeah, Six Flags, they lost it a while ago, and that's never really changed. But for Knott's, it's like they compete really hard. And I think the problem is that, John Storbeck came from Disneyland. He was the vice president of Disneyland for the longest time. And he also was the vice president of the hotels in downtown Disney. So he knows a lot of the inner workings of Disney and, Knott's Berry Farm's biggest competitor down the street being Disney. And I feel like his influence definitely was noticeable in a lot of the, food festivals and seasonal offerings that Knott's does. John Storbeck was always a huge part of it. He was on the line. He was there on opening days. He was there on weekends, on holidays when these things were launching. He wasn't just sitting at it from afar. Like he had very hands-on approach with Knott's Berry Farm and its leadership and some of the moves they were making. It's so I don't know. I just really hope that it doesn't become. I hope Knott's doesn't become what Six Flags Magic Mountain became, because Six Flags Magic Mountain has people complain about Disney doing less and then charging more. That's like Six Flags to a T.
To the
Like
max.
they to the max. Like you guys don't even know what food prices are unless you go to Six Flags and see
No,
those food prices.
$14 bobas at Six
$14
Flags.
bobas, $42 turkey legs, like just insanity prices that you could never even imagine.
Yeah.
And Knott's is already pretty bad. Like Knott's is pretty high up there when it comes to food pricing. But like if they go full corporate Six Flags and they just take over and we get like generic chicken tenders and like just all this stuff that like no creativity when it comes to Knott's, then it could be really bad for Knott's. But they said that they're going to transfer some of the president's decision making and like control to some of the upper level management at the park. So maybe they'll still hold on to that because the culture at Knott's is very like proud of Knott's kind of thing. So I don't know, but from afar, not really knowing the inner workings, it doesn't look very good. But we'll have to wait and see. But if it starts to drop off and it becomes like Six Flags, then I will not be renewing my annual pass to go to Knott's Berry Farm because
Let's talk about a couple
I don't want to do
things.
that route.
John Storbeck has been nothing but good for Knott's. So to lose him, I could only assume it's devastating. There's been a lot of great things that have come out of Knott's over the last years. I think he took over 2016 is what I saw in an article. If that's wrong, could somebody correct me? But I think it was 2016. We've seen a lot of cool stuff out of Knott's in those years. And I was telling Danny, look at the hotel. All of a sudden, Knott's got a nice hotel with a lot of remodeling and money got pumped into that. New restaurant. That lobby's insane. I don't know, Danny. I'm kind of sad on the John Storbeck leaving, dude. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel sad about it too. He's a really great guy. He was great for Knott's. Like I said, I worked at Disney when he was the vice president of Disneyland. And then when he was also the vice president of hotel operations, which is where I used to work. And so he definitely knows his stuff. Like he's been around he's been around for big decisions. He was there for pretty big moves at Disneyland Resort. So, I think Knott's just got hit with they just got hit with a couple really bad things. Like they had we had record breaking rainfall when they were constructing Camp Snoopy's renovation, and it really devastated them being able to open on time. But not only that, during all of that, they were still trying to figure out the whole situation with Montezuma's Revenge. That was a ton of money that got wasted, unfortunately. And then on top of that, don't forget, guys, we had Accelerator about to open with a brand new part that was custom made because, again, that roller coaster is not supported anymore by the manufacturer, and which is why Accelerator at Knott's Berry Farm is truly one of the only roller coasters left of that type of roller coaster, and which is why all the other parks like Cedar Point, etc., have been redoing theirs to be the new kind where they have to kind of go back and then forward and then like back and forward to get up over it using magnets rather than hydraulic pull and air like they currently do now. So Knott's paid for a whole thing, and if you remember, Accelerator was supposed to open last year and then it broke and they had to wait for a whole other part to get reordered. And those are all custom ordered parts from some manufacturer that can can replicate what they need because they can't just
Overseas.
go. Yeah, they
Overseas.
can't just go to. So I think they got hit with all these blows that really just took out their budget,
And pandemic.
and it
Literally
yeah,
pandemic.
and they got caught like with Camp Snoopy. Like so many things got cut from Camp Snoopy. I think it's truly the fault of Accelerator and Montezuma just tanking their budget because
Fiesta
of
Village.
yeah, it just got wrecked. So I think a lot of those decisions, really kind of weren't really John Storbeck's fault necessarily, but they were,
Also to
just
Wilderness
situations that happened.
Wilderness Lodge. Did anybody even remember that thing anymore? They literally fix it, run it for Scary Farm, never use it again. What in the Baba Free? Another big cost that literally disaster. The pizza oven at Prop Shop Pizzeria. If you go in there and look at the pizza oven that's right outside, that takes like a corner, that is like, I'm just gonna throw a number out there: $50,000 plus machine, unused. Literally, they could have just bought a broken one and stuck it right there because they don't use it. It's unused. They were supposed to use it. Prop Shop Pizzeria has gone downhill tremendously. It's not the same pizza anymore. It's honestly not good. I don't go there anymore.
Yeah, there's just been like a lot of weird things that have happened lately, and I don't know if maybe that contributed to it.
That's a
We
lot of money to
also
spend on just an oven, dude, for knots.
I know, and then not only that, but like they got hit pretty hard too. With like we have to understand, Knott's Berry Farm makes the majority of its annual revenue during Scary Farm, and that first year that Scary Farm was hit with the chaperone policy because
Right.
John Starbeck laid down the hammer when it came to making sure the guests felt safe in that park. Um, they got wrecked that year with revenue because Scary Farm was like no such low attendance, right? It wasn't until last year that things started to pick up again for Scary Farm and it really became a behemoth again.
Yeah.
They still had the chaperone policy in play and it was still being strictly enforced, which I'm glad that it is. But that first year that really affected them. And then you have to consider that happened plus all those other things that we mentioned. It really just spelled not so good news for Knott's over the last couple of years as far as budgets are concerned, which is why we saw cuts to Camp Snoopy, why we've seen probably
Fiesta
delays at,
Village.
Montezuma. It's just been tough.
Yeah, because Knott's is not like we got all these $1 billion movies down the pipeline. They're just a theme park. That's it.
Yeah.
Theme park. Uh, I don't know. It's hard to say what's gonna happen. It's just a weird thought that our California theme parks are just gonna be fully run by North Carolina corporate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, regular Josh one asking they don't use their pizza oven. They bought one of those really fancy wood burning pizza ovens and it's just for show now. They
It's
originally
great,
planned
diabolical. Honestly,
yeah, they originally planned to use that pizza oven to make those like wood fired pizzas. So that location would have had like special pizza that you can't find anywhere in the park. And they did do that for a little bit, but the preparation, Mondo was told, was just too much, and so they
yeah.
just stopped using it.
They had to like heat up the oven at like 4 in the morning to kind of get things going by, I don't know, 9 a.m. I guess it was literally stuff like that because it's like a special oven. I think it's overseas. Another thing from overseas. I don't know. You know what? You know one thing that is hard to say. How could this be positive? I don't know. The one thing that everybody kept saying on Twitter is that it was like a consolidation thing. That this was something that was just in the plans that they were eventually going to get to as a cost saving thing. But I don't know, man. Cost saving on presidents and then other full time employees being laid off as well. That to me, that just sounds heartbreaking. First of all, and it's sad. I don't know how else to say it. It's sad. Uh, I don't know. It's just weird to think North Carolina corporate doing things for California and Six Flags and Knott's. I don't know. It doesn't leave a good taste in your mouth. That's the best way I could say it. I want to
Yeah.
say more, but we don't have all the information. I could imagine more stuff will come out in the next month. So we'll stay tuned to that one. Hey, Mondo Danny, Six Flags Heroes and Villains coming in mid-July. Yeah, let me show that. We got to give some love to Six Flags. Let me bring it up real quick, Danny. We actually got some promo, which is kind of wild. But hey, shout out to whoever's in charge over there at Six Flags. They're putting in effort on the social media. They posted this video right here. Oh my gosh, do I have to go to Reels or something? Did they take it down? Am I tripping? What the heck? Did they take it down? Or is it a Twitter thing? Six Flags. Is it just Six Flags regular account? What the heck? I guess it's Six Flags regular account, not Magic Mountain. Uh, this is coming to Magic Mountain, so I'm just gonna play it real quick. So Six Flags Magic Mountain. I want to say it's June 13th. I have to look at the date, but Heroes and Villains Fest is coming back. It all kicked off last year. It's coming back again. I don't know if it's going to be the same thing or is it going to be something different. We don't really know those details. But hey, DC characters coming back to Six Flags Magic Mountain. That's what I'm talking about. We'll be live streaming that event for sure, unless it's 100 degrees, which it probably will be. Let me see. Danny, do you still have your paintbrush light from the 60th? You should bring it to paint the night. Do you still have it?
I do. I just still have it. I have to just find it.
Damn. That's crazy. That's an old light. When is the first update for HHM? Man, I've been doing an update. I have a video filmed today that I'll post after today's live. So stay tuned for that. Will we have any Paint the Night merch? Dude, great question. I've always heard a rumor that there was supposed to be Paint the Night merch. It hasn't come, which is, to me, super missed opportunity. Everybody would buy Paint the Night merch. Everybody.
Yeah, we were told by the people in merchandise that, and so are the people who went to the media event, that they would continue to roll out different merch throughout the 70th. So there might be some stuff later on that comes out, that, for instance, when we were there covering merchandise, Mondo, all the Dooney and Burke 70th purses came out since then, and so we haven't seen those yet. And those were at like D-Lander. They were also at World of Disney for a moment. I'm not sure if they're still there, but they have like 2 or 3 different versions of it.
Yeah.
And so that was like, it's just an example of like they're still continuing to roll stuff out. So maybe there is Paint the Night merchandise coming. It just hasn't made its way here yet.
Yeah. I almost have a feeling, Danny, there's going to be this like second wave of everything come like the wall animatronic kickoff. You know what I mean? I just have a feeling that like they're going to make it a big deal. What is that, July 17th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, July 17th might be more merch, more foods for all we know. We'll see. Is my mic doing the weird thing again? Or we're good?
Yeah, it's crackling. Yeah.
Hold on. I got my old mic. Let's see if it works. Because I used to let Mystery Bay use this mic. Switch. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if this one works. Is it not the same? Is it not the same? What the heck? I don't know if this is like trying to fit it in. I think it's different wire, dude.
Big Black Eye Channel in the chat says we were at Disneyland yesterday and all the 70th merch seems stocked up. It's funny that you mentioned that because we had asked the same thing about some of the items that were running out towards the first week, and they were saying that all this merchandise for the most part, just like a lot of other people, comes from China. And if you've been kind of keeping up with any of the news lately, there was sort of a little bit of a trade situation happening with our president and their president, and we saw stuff like 134% tariff markup on Chinese goods. So Disney was really afraid of those tariffs, and they pre-ordered a ton of stuff because they saw that coming, knew it was going to happen, and were like, let's just buy more than we need, right? So Disney warehouses locally around Disneyland are apparently really, really, really stocked with merch. And they have tons and tons of merch so that they don't have to order again because they were afraid they would have to order if they kept their normal cadence of how they usually order. They would have to order when it was now 134% tariff on the items versus like a month before it wasn't. So they pre-ordered a bunch of stuff in hopes that they'll sell through it all, and I think they will. But it's been kind of nice seeing like everything always in stock all the time. So I'm sure the resellers didn't like that very much.
Who cares? We got Regari, 47 months. Thank you. Dot fires, Regari. Let's go. Happy Memorial Day, gentlemen. Thank you. Also, Memorial Day today. Thank
Yes.
you to all the people that paid the ultimate sacrifice. Um, Without them, literally, it's just so important everything they've done, and all the people that are currently serving as well. So thank you to all the members of that are serving. Let me say. But thank you too, Regari. Appreciate you, man. Uh, you youngsters all need to see the original monsters in black and white. They're fabulous. I almost feel like I want to buy like DVDs of it just so I could have. I don't have to rely on Peacock. Uh, Guys, what's going on with knots lately? We were just talking about it.
They were just talking about it, yeah.
Underrated Disneyland and Disney California Adventure rides. Give us two or three rides that are underrated, Danny. What is? Is there any? Is there such a thing as Disneyland underrated
I would say
rides?
so. I would say so.
What's underrated?
Um, Something I try to get Mondo to do, but he'll never do it unless I'm there and I force him to do it, is the Mark Twain. The Mark Twain is the best ride. It's my favorite ride, second to the Tiki Room. Um, Especially if you can ride on the top deck towards the back of the boat where the propeller's at. It's just so peaceful up there and like great going around the whole rivers of America. And it's just so unique to Disneyland. It makes you feel so out of Disneyland. Like, where are you even at? It's one of the best rides ever. And I could do it like over and over again. And a lot of people just skip it, right? They just see it kind of walk past them or drive past them and they don't bother to do it. Um, and then over at DCA, I don't know, under for a lot of people they skip it just because they get soaked. But then every time we always go on Grizzly River Run, everyone always says, wow, I forgot how cool and fun that ride was. And then they're like, man, I hadn't been on that in years. And it's like people just skip it because they're afraid of getting wet. But it's a really good ride, right? It's like one of the last like really highly themed rides like that Disney's built for Disneyland Resort in a long time. So
I'm trying to think. Trying to think. Rated. What is underrated? Damn. What is underrated? If I had to like think what is underrated, um, dude, like my heart wants to say Jungle Cruise, Danny. I don't feel like Jungle Cruise gets the love in the 2025 era, like it should. Jungle Cruise is all practical, literally everything. It's a beautiful ride. Um, I feel like that's underrated. Another ride that I would say is underrated, like a California Adventure. Mm, gosh. everything has such long lines now, so it's like hard to say underrated. I would have to go with Grizzly too, Danny. Grizzly River Run is a lot of fun. That's what you said, right? You said Grizzly River Run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
Grizzly River Run. Like if it just was themed to Country Bears, it would be an all-time great. Bunch of music in there, Country Bear animatronics. It'd be one of the best rides at DCA, like in general. Man, I really like my heart wants to say the Ferris wheel, but like I there's just no way. There's no way it could be underrated. Uh Let me see. My question is, have any of you been to Aulani? Tried to find videos but didn't see any from you. Yeah, I have zero Aulani. Going in January with my family, have any creators you follow made any videos? Danny, you've been to Aulani, right?
I have, but I wasn't creating content back then. So I don't have anything to show from that, but I know that Ordinary Adventures goes a lot, and
They got great videos.
they have amazing videos of
Yeah.
it. And including things to do in Hawaii. So if you want to see their videos, they go regularly. Yeah, I've been once. I loved Aulani. I'd love to go back, but it's really expensive to go to Hawaii. So it's like it's expensive to stay at Aulani, and it's expensive to fly to Hawaii, and also to just be in Hawaii, like renting a car. It's just like everything's like double the money that it costs here. So even like going to the grocery store there to like stock up your hotel room is like crazy. So
You know what is underrated? I have one now. Star Tours. Star Tours is still a banger. I love Star Tours. Now that they've opened up the stories where they could go to the old videos, not just Ahsoka, which we're sick of. I love it. I love Star Tours. It's so good. Uh, I do want to go to Alani. It's been on my like bucket list. Hopefully, in the next 1 or 2 years, we go to Alani. But it's hard to be like,
Max would
let
love the lazy river, dude.
yeah, it's just hard, Danny, to be like, let's go to this Disney hotel when like we could go to a cruise, we could go to Walt Disney World, Epic Universe. You know what I mean? It's just hard to revert to the hotel. That's been my issue. You know, I don't have infinite money. So it's just that's always been my battle, but I hope you have the best time, Lozic. So anytime I bring up Alani, people love it. Like I never hear hate.
Yeah.
The only time I hear hate is when they're like, "Why'd I get a rental car? It was stupid. I should have not done that." That's what I hear.
Well, I mean, I needed it because I was. If you're going there just to go to Aulani and not do anything else, yeah. But if you want to visit like any part of Oahu, like you really do need it. Unless you're doing Disney excursions, which are really expensive. But they have Disney excursions, Mondo, just like they do for cruise ships. So like imagine exactly the way it works for cruises. The concierges at the lobby of Aulani, they'll book you the exact same like experiences that you can do, excursions that you can do around Hawaii, and they'll provide all the transportation and stuff. So if
Mm-hmm.
you want to just come to Aulani and like never do anything else, and then just do excursions, you can, but it's more expensive, right? So
Okay. We got Melissa, 47 months. Let's go. Mondo, my friend bought the special key from Disneyland. She opened it at the park and it didn't work. When she took it back, they wouldn't exchange it. What? Your buddy needs to go back. This is what I've heard. This is what I've heard because I've talked to a lot of people that have had issues with the key. Some people were able to exchange it. Some people were able to get a refund completely. Other people were told they got to go to guest services outside the theme park, and then that. Other people were told you got to go to the exact same register that you purchase this from or whatever. Everybody's being told different things with that key. For some reason, Disney's being really like really strict about any kind of exchange or refund or whatever policy on that key. There's no like streamline. This is how we're doing handling it. because we met a person on the opening day that had the key literally flipped upside down. So her key was completely wrong, and they wouldn't give her an exchange. She didn't want another pin. She just exchanged the key for a right key. I don't know. It's really weird. Usually Disneyland is always like, yeah, return it. If you don't have a receipt, we just give you the like store credit kind of thing. I don't know. It's I'm sorry to hear your friend went through that. Uh, Go to guest services if she can. Maybe the Disneyland app could help you in some kind of way, because like you don't have to drive back. You know what I mean? That sucks. Yeah, a lot of people having issues with that key. Happy speculation Sunday from our Knott's Adventure. What do you think about?
Our Knott's adventure came a little bit late. We had a really big Knott's discussion at the beginning of the show. Huge Knott's discussion, actually.
What do you think of Jaws IP coming back? You know, I've had these thoughts too because uh, Knott's in Orlando, they had crazy ass ride. Japan still has the ride. Uh, I would love to have Jaws as an attraction come back with new technology, more money. It would be awesome, but like it'd be redundant because we have it on the studio tour, and I doubt that that ever gets removed. It's like history, and if I'm not mistaken, like Spielberg worked on that, so it's just like it's like this holy grail of Spielberg right there. So I don't think Jaws comes back an attraction. You think Jaws has a chance, Danny, to come back?
Like as a remake?
Yeah, like we just get a I guess a land or an attraction in Hollywood.
I don't think so. Not for us anyway. I don't think Universal's kind of going that route. I think it'll stay as part of the studio tour because it's iconic and historic.
Mm,
But I could see them make changes to that, and have Steven Spielberg revisit and help them remake the little show that you see when you're on the tram. I could see that being a thing. But I don't see them making like a specific Jaws attraction because there's just so many other IPs that they would love to do. With the space that they do have to be able to expand when they start making it.
yeah, yeah. Uh, we got going to Disney and DCA next weekend with my 3-year-old nephew. Can't believe they removed the kids' pizza meal. What kid friendly meals do you recommend at the parks? I don't know if you heard about this, Danny. Have you heard about the Boardwalk Pizza removed the kids' meal pizza?
No.
I just found out before going live, and credit to Food at Disneyland, always dropping the fire. Look at this, Danny. No longer serving kids pizza meals at Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta.
What are they serving?
Cheesy breadsticks. No, you just got to buy a regular slice, like
Well, what are the kids' meals that they offer now? Like kids spaghetti?
uh, I don't know. This is kind of crazy to report, but Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta, as well as Alien Pizza Planet, no longer serves kids pizza meal. I asked a cast member who said they all believe this is a permanent change. For those of you with littles or who enjoy Little Circle of Pizza, you probably aren't going to love hearing this news. I found out the hard way today when I when my kids asked for pizza meals. Wow.
So their only option is spaghetti with turkey meatballs. Let me look up Daisy Diner. Or I don't even know
Yeah,
what
because
is
I remember
Daisy's.
Toontown had the little pizza.
Yeah, they do, and I love it actually.
Yeah, I love it too.
Hold on.
I love it too. That's crazy. Um, I can't help but be like, that's probably a money thing. They probably can't keep it cheap anymore, or like in a reasonable price for the kid, like a kid's meal being reasonable priced. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah,
Um,
they've got it at Cafe Daisy. So whoever asked that question, if you want kids pizza, go to Cafe Daisy in Toontown over at Disneyland Park. They've got cheese pizza only. They don't have pepperoni though. So it's just kids pizza. You get a kids pizza, cuties, mandarin orange, applesauce, and either Dasani water or milk for $7.99.
My number one, like, go get a kids meal kind of thing, Plaza Inn chicken. They have pasta, like marinara. Like, every time I would hang out with my buddy Megan, she had two girls. We would always go to Plaza Inn. That was like her go-to spot for feeding her kids. And it's usually just pasta and marinara with the breadstick and maybe cutie orange as well. I feel like that was always a good place because then you as an adult you could get good food too. You know, and Plaza Inn always has great food. I feel like Galactic Grill is always a good place too to take kids. Because most of the time, kids' meals ain't fancy. It's chicken nuggets or pasta or a little burger. So Golden Horseshoe is probably a good place as well for kids. DCA, honestly, just kind of stick to Smoke Jumper Grill. Don't breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's where you go for kids. I don't even know where else to recommend you kid wise. Uh, Maybe breakfast at Pim's in Avenger Campus. That's pretty good for kids. Not for
Yeah,
lunch
there's
or dinner.
another good option that people forget about kids meals, which they have really, really. I mean, dude, I don't even want to mention on here because I feel like they'll
I
change
already
it.
know. Are you talking about the Grand?
Yes. Oh
Okay,
my
I knew you
gosh.
were. I didn't want to say it either. I knew you were gonna go there.
Dude,
Just say it. Just say it. Just say it.
The Craftsman's Grill at Disney's Grand California Hotel and Spa has the most goated kids menu ever. And I order it
I gotta
every
bring
time
it
I
up. I
go.
gotta bring it up
And
now.
it's so it's so like big portions too. And I'm like, dang, this is like a huge kids meal. They have they have just a bunch of different, like they used to have like a they have a hot dog, they had a hamburger, and they had chicken tenders. I don't know if they're still doing all that because they change menus all the time. They might not be, but it was, I couldn't believe. Oh no, it wasn't that I got, Mondo. It was a grilled cheese that I got, the kids grilled cheese.
It's
It
called
was like,
Craftsman's Grill, right? Where Whitewater Snacks was.
yeah, and I'm looking it up right now. I don't see that anymore. I just see a hamburger.
All right, let's go to lunch and
Oh no,
dinner.
wait. Here we go. No, yeah. The Parmesan crusted grilled cheese sandwich. It is huge. It's so big. And it's cool. It's like the best way to make a grilled cheese sandwich where they like crust the Parmesan on the outside of the sandwich. Huge, like as big, if not bigger than the one that you get at Jolly Holiday Bakery. And then you get like it's served on a plate with like a ton of fries with it too. And and if you're eating there, they let you get a Coke instead of like the Dasani or the low fat milk or whatever.
Yeah,
So
you get a
I don't
fountain
know.
drink.
It was,
You get a fountain drink.
yeah, dude. And you're in like a Coca-Cola freestyle location, so it's like even better.
And your kids dining at Craftsman's Grill, it's relaxing and calm over there. And you have a lot of space, you're in the shade. There's a lot of great
Yeah.
things about Craftsman's Grill.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked at their menu in forever. Like, what are they serving these days? Poke Bowl, that's new to me. Avocado panzanella? What the heck is that? Baked nachos, carne asada, $25 quesadilla. Damn, dude. Uh, Shrimp ceviche, wagyu burger. What the heck? Okay. Sticky chicken wings, flat iron steak salad. That probably sounds great. Salmon salad, and then hot dog of the month. Uh, Man, why is this quesadilla $25? I don't know if I've ever paid $25 for a quesadilla. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let me see. Or Danny,
Mondo,
before what are you gonna say?
your mic's doing it worse than it was before.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get off it. I'm gonna get. I'm on the MacBook mic. I will get the mic situation figured out
What you
today.
need to do is you
It's
need to
gonna be figured
buy
out
a
today.
new,
I'm gonna figure it
well,
out
you
today.
need to buy a new the thing that connects to your Mac. That's the thing that got messed up, I think. It's either the cable that goes to it or that unit itself, because you spilled water on that once, right?
Yeah,
Or something
no,
like that.
multiple times, multiple times. I'll get it figured out. I'll get it figured out. I promise. Uh, I gotta before we keep answering questions. I want to go back to this real quick, Danny. Uh, you're telling me Six Flags Magic Mountain had a monorail. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Why was when? Why did it
And it
end?
was the cool part about it too, Mondo. It just ran on its own. It just ran regularly on its own. There was no driver. It just was a smart monorail. It just went.
Look at that. Like, how was Six Flags this cool back then, dude? How? How? Like, what was the decision to get rid of this? I don't get it.
Maintenance,
1987,
probably.
dude.
Yeah, you used to go right underneath the Superman ride.
Dude, this is wild. Dude, there's a video of this guy, FM7 Studios. I gotta watch this. I never knew this monorail existed. Is there any? I wonder if there's any like remnants of a monorail. Like, is there still pieces? Like, this is wild to me that Six Flags had a monorail.
Well, when they took the monorail down, the track was there for a really long time. I don't know if it still is, but they just like left the track there. So I haven't been to Six Flags in for like the last time I went to Six Flags, I think was when X2 was brand new, and like that, or Tatsu. Like I don't know which one came first, but I Tatsu was the last like newest ride that I rode. I've been on X2, but I went on it when it was X as well. Um and that was the last time I ever went to Six Flags. I never went back. So
Dude, it's crazy the level that Six Flags is at, man. I can't believe it. I can't freaking believe it. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you to all who have served in the military. That's from Jamie Lynn. What are your guys' thoughts on the Top Gun experience going to Vegas? Have you heard about that? A Top
I
Gun
haven't.
experience,
No.
dude. Let me bring that up.
Are you gonna fly in a jet? Because that would be freaking crazy.
I didn't even know it was going to Las Vegas. I just uh,
Oh, Mondo Park Hop Creations in the chat. They said some monorail track is still there, and they would know because they're like the main Six Flags people.
send
So
me pictures. I might go to Six Flags. I don't know if it's open tomorrow, but I have a free day, and I want to point at it. I just want to be like, when the f? Who approved to get rid of this? This is stupid. A monorail in a theme park is like gold, man. Is gold. All right, I brought up an article. This is from the HollywoodNews.com. Top Gun Experience is heading to Las Vegas. Uh, where we're hearing through the internet grapevine that Top Gun Experience is heading to Vegas in a couple of years, with Paramount teaming with Advent Allen Entertainment for new product, which promises to deliver the most adrenaline charged immersive experience ever to hit Las Vegas Strip. Top Gun Las Vegas will be located on an undeveloped site at the Strat Hotel Casino. Will open 2028. A press release revealed the experience will be a revolutionary fusion of daring rides and cinematic storytelling, with guests being able to embark on a pulse-pounding mission using state-of-the-art thrilling ride system and immersive technology that will redefine the meaning of adventure. What in the hell? They will be able to kick back at the reimagined Top Gun Maverick Hard Deck Bar restaurant featuring live piano sing-alongs. I could have sworn there was pictures for this. Right here. Look at it, Danny. Well, it's just, I guess, a concept art of the entrance. Um, do you get a feeling that Vegas is like the new go-to for these like studios to try to kind of expand on IP? You getting that feeling or no?
yeah, Vegas is trying to do a lot of things like that. They're trying to bring a lot more experiences. I mean, even there must be something that we don't know, right? Like, because there's even that whole area where Universal's going, like they're starting to bring other stuff in that area too. I think they're just, they're trying to appeal to a different audience, right? The younger audience isn't necessarily as enthralled to just come to Vegas to see, some of these big concerts or music productions that used to be there, like the big shows that would pull in everyone at all the different resorts, or even just casinos in general. They want experiential things that can, be something that they can immerse themselves in, or become a part of, or some kind of museum or anything like that. That's kind of what younger audiences are looking for, and I think Vegas is trying to like change to adapt to some of that so they can hit everyone, because they don't want to stagnate and only become an old people destination, I guess you could say.
You know what I keep hearing is that the younger crowd, they're not about going out to the bars, going out clubbing, drinking. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I don't think that lends well to the future of Vegas, because that's kind of what Vegas is gambling, drinking, nightlife,
Clubs, yeah.
clubs. Maybe they're kind of like, hey, we got to start investing on experiences, because the what's that mart called? It's like some kind of mart or a market or something, where it's like all about Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, it's right there in the same space that the Horror Unleashed is going.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. Mega Mart, I think. Uh, so I think Vegas is kind of like, we need to have experiences. We can't just be about gambling and nightlife and all that stuff. I think it's cool. I support stuff like this. Um, is Are they trying to do like a small theme park essentially? I don't know. Them saying it's going to be this like heart pulsing thing and it's a simulator. I think what kind of ride system would be good for this, Danny? A roller coaster, a Star Tours kind of thing. Like, what do you think?
I I don't know. It's not a roller coaster. It's definitely a simulator, but it's got to be a simulator that kind of like Mission Space in Walt Disney World, where it simulates the G forces.
Mm.
That's my guess. So it would have to spin, I would assume, to be able
You
to create the G forces that you feel.
you know what's a good ride system for this? I don't know about it being exhilarating, but it would be a good ride system. Smuggler's Run. Smuggler's Run would be great. Literally clone Smuggler's Run and just Top Gun it. I think that'd be
Yeah,
awesome. That'd be awesome.
I don't necessarily know that that's like heart pounding, but
That's
it would
not.
be fun.
I wouldn't sell it as heart pounding though. I'd be like, you're gonna fly an airplane. We're gonna have some Top Gun Maverick music. It'll be good. Uh, Let me see. I am so behind, but I'm catching up. I'm catching up. Six Flags Fiesta Texas just installed a monorail themed to DC. Damn, bring that love to Magic Mountain. What's up, USC Greg? If you haven't hit the like button, everybody. Uh, I'm catching up, catching up. Shoot, look at SeaWorld and how expensive their food is. Disney's food is more on the cheaper side and still fairly good quality for the most part. Yep, we've been saying that for
Yeah,
a long time.
yeah. Um, Albert Rodriguez in the chat, Mondo, says he thinks that Spielberg only worked on the main Jaws attraction in Orlando, and not ours.
Are you sure? Because like I see him talk on the studio tour, and he refers to the one in Hollywood. That's why I kind of put one and one together. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I know it's Spielberg is like. I'll look it up right now. Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg. Jaws attraction Hollywood. Let's see what comes up. We'll look at it together. Jaws attraction. Jaws attraction debuted a year after Spielberg's release, 1975. It is part of the studio tour. Um, Uh, yeah, that'll take. I feel like it's gonna take me some time to really look into it. But there's no way that they build a Jaws attraction without having Spielberg be part of it, and he's in the studio tour video talking about it. Uh, Universal dropped a few summer event merch. Glad I picked up the Jaws sipper and Funko since the person behind me grabbed a handful of each. Do you know when Jurassic Spirit jersey will drop? As of today, no Jurassic anything. I checked.
No, it's there. It's there.
It's in Orlando.
Oh, Orlando. That's
Orlando got
cool.
it. I walked in the studio store in the upper lot. I walked in the Jurassic Outfitters in the
Because
lower
I could have sworn I saw it
nothing.
at Jurassic Outfitters, dude.
Dude, I checked. Somehow I missed it. I was looking for it, but I didn't see it
Because
today.
I want Mondo to get that Spirit jersey for
Oh
me.
yeah, that Spirit jersey calling my name, calling my name. Jared says, "Get ready, it's all coming." It always worried me when it was announced that corporate name stayed Six Flags. Yeah, Six Flags. It seems like they're running the shots, man. It's crazy. Mondo, Danny, do you think Universal will get the Epic Universe version of the classic monsters roaming the park, HHN or every day? No, Epic Universe, whatever that is, it's staying over there. And a lot of people have been like very clear about that with me. That's Orlando stuff. Orlando, whatever they got of Epic, that's theirs, not ours. If somehow we get a Universal Monster Land, Universal Monster Ride, it will be different. It will be different. I don't know how or what, because it's kind of weird to be like they got that Frankenstein and whatever that storyline, and then we get a different one. But yeah, at this point, there's nothing in the realm of like, oh, we're gonna get a Monsters Land. It's not happening right now, which just sucks. But that's just kind of where things are at.
Yeah, we do have a super chat, Mondo, from Theme Park Pro. Said that a new combined app for Knott's and Six Flags is coming in July.
What? Hey, I gotta just say it. I don't know if I'm so comfortable with this like Knott's Six Flags thing right now, man. What are your thoughts, Daddy? That's just my quick reaction to that. What is your?
I'm not comfortable with that either. I like the Knott's app by itself.
Yeah, the Knott's app is it's not good. It's not good. Maybe it's got better kind of recently, but it's not good. It's not good at all.
Did you get the member message, Mondo, from Just a Guy and a Girl already?
No, I'm so behind. I'm catching up. We'll get to it all, Daddy. I promise. Uh, we have a let me see. Hold on. I'm catching up. Okay, I lost my
We had a
spot.
gifted membership from Virginia Lake. Sent a one gifted membership, so thank you for that. It was sent to Sorcerer Leo, and then we
Thank you,
had theme park
Virginia.
and things. We had theme park and things. Johnny, who gifted a membership. That one went to Troy McDonald.
Let's go.
And then right after that, we had just a guy and a girl who have been members for almost 4 years at 42 months. And they said, when we bought our key, the CM told us before we paid, there was no refunds or exchanges. It was final sale.
Woo! They're just like, here's your shit key that doesn't work, sucker. Get out of here.
And then,
I'm telling you, I have confirmation that people have got helped with their busted ass key. Trust. I'm not saying like go argue and be mean or anything, but as far as I know, guest relations outside the park is probably your best bet. And always be nice to cast members, always. But thank you,
yeah.
just a kind of girl.
And then theme park and things. Johnny gifted another membership. This one went to Luz XO 94.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Johnny. Fire it
And
up.
then our most recent super chat, and then you're caught up, Mondo, is from Ralph Moon for $5. It says, "Are you interested in the one night only Maze at the Queen Mary on June 13th,
Yeah, that
Friday the
came.
13th.
Let's talk about the Queen Mary. That came out of nowhere, dude. Out of nowhere. I feel like it was like the shot heard around the world because it was like, wait, what? You're doing what? Let me bring it up. I don't even know. Does Dark Harbor have like their own page or something? Dark Harbor?
Is it Dark Harbor though, or is it just Queen Mary?
Yeah, I'm on the Queen Mary website. I don't see anything. Did they
Let's
like
see.
take it down or something?
Queen Mary.
I don't think they're like posting that many times where I'm like so far behind.
Yeah, it's right here.
My
I just sent it to you.
on Instagram?
No, as a text.
Let me open it up. Let me open it up. All right, let's do this. So, out of nowhere, Friday the 13th, the Queen Mary's Dark Harbor will return. One night only, Friday, June 13th. Uh, the historic Queen Mary is going to open. Do they have a list? Event overview. Dark Harbor returns for a one night only off season scare. Experience Butcher's Blackout, a terrifying descent into the beast maze like never before, completely in the dark. That maze was already dark, so they're gonna make it darker? What? Enjoy sinister food and drink offerings while exploring the spirits of Dark Harbor. The ship's historic engine room and eerie exhibits in the visitor center. Combo ticket holders unlock even more horror with Summoning of Samuel, a live seance. I did that. I have that in my video. The spirit of the legendary Samuel the Savage. So June 13th, a one night only. I don't want to say Dark Harbor's coming alive, but I guess a scary adventure will come to life at the Queen Mary. I don't know what the tickets are going for. $20? What? Oh my Lanta. So you're looking to get scared, and it's June. This is your calling. You could have this guy chasing you right here. uh, what are your thoughts, Danny? All of a sudden, like Queen Mary getting in on that early scare stuff. What do you think?
I mean, it's like halfway to Halloween, right? I think so. I think it's really fun, especially since we've got Friday the 13th in that month as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw, some, of Disney's announcements for Halloween and some of like the HHN stuff get announced on that day just because it's Friday the 13th. So I think it's exciting that they're getting in on it and kind of trying to bring horror to outside the normal time frame.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing. People want scary stuff. Why not? Especially the Queen Mary, and that they're kind of advertising as like you're gonna be on the Queen Mary. I like that. I like that a lot. Johnny with a super chat. Hit that like button, everybody. Smash now. Smash it. Do it. Just do it. Smash the like button. If you haven't already, hit the like button. And thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you, man. Uh, Man, I'm so far behind. Thank you to everybody commenting questions and just interacting with us. This is awesome. Uh, I am. We got SoCal Pals. What's up, Fire? We just got back from Orlando. All we could say is that Hollywood needs Dark Universe. OMG, it had our hearts. Hey, if Hollywood gets Dark Universe or just this universe of monsters, whatever they call it, I hope it's double the size of whatever Orlando's it. We need it to be bigger. Go bigger in Hollywood. They were literally born here. They were filmed here. Go double it. I want Orlando to be like, why did we get the better monster land? I want them to say that. I want, Hollywood. I wanted to bring. I'll say it again. Bring the billions of dollars to Hollywood, baby. Bring it over here. Bring it over here. Silly Symphony Swings is a great one. Do you think that's underrated? Silly Symphony. It just hurts my
Yeah,
sides, dude. It hurts my sides. I'm too big for that ride. What do you
I
think?
love that ride. It's really fun. I think it's underrated as well too. Yeah.
Tom Sawyer Island underrated? It's perfectly empty the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you want to just escape the crowds, sure.
Tom Sawyer Islands is beautiful. I love that land or that island. Let me see. Let me see. Danny, do you think she will announce it tonight at the MAAs, which is happening right now? What are we talking about? What's happening at the MAAs?
The AMAs,
AMAs.
the American Music Awards.
Who's there?
Uh,
Is Taylor Swift? I'm assuming.
well, I think the rumors were that she might be there and she might announce something, but I don't know. I don't know if that's like, I totally forgot about the awards happening this tonight. So
Where can you even
it's
watch
weird that
that?
an award ceremony is on a Monday instead of a Sunday. It's usually always
Yeah.
Sunday.
Uh, where can you even watch that thing?
The AMAs, I don't even know. I don't even know what channel the AMAs are on. Uh,
That's funny.
American Music Awards. Hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how good that award ceremony thing is. We don't even know where it is. A ton of people were getting stuck at the kiosk. They didn't know it had a switch and a battery tab. I think Greg was saying that the key to Disneyland needs to be turned on, and you need to click the button before using it at the kiosk. Yeah, I don't know. There's Disney should have totally just done a 1 minute video. This is how you use the key to Disneyland. The whole show it all, put it in. There's 9 of these. Go have fun. Like they should have totally done a just a whole thing like explaining that. Uh, I think Universal Studios is going to do something for How to Train Your Dragon in the future, uh, especially if that movie does $1 billion. Especially, um, it's difficult to see kid prices for meals, but keep the meals. Just raise the price. You could see the prices on the Disneyland app. I've never had a
Yeah, or the website.
yeah. The tunnel for Full Throttle used to have a monorail track go through it. Wow, dude. I'm intrigued on the whole monorail Six Flags thing. I was telling Danny, or I might have said it online too. Six Flags was at a point where they had a Batman stunt show. They had live concerts all the time.
They
Characters.
had the the Moose Lodge dinner show.
What the hell is that, Danny? I don't even know what
We
that is.
used to do that. We used to do that when we were kids. The Moose Lodge dinner show.
Moose Lodge. Lodge?
Yeah,
LOGE
Lodge.
dinner show?
LODGE. Yeah.
Six Flags. I don't even know what you speak of, Danny. 2013. 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what is this? Is this it?
Moose Burger Lodge, dude. Moose Burger Lodge.
What is this?
That's Great America, though. That's Great
Oh,
America.
wrong one.
You gotta do Six Flags.
Oh, Six
Right there.
Flags
Second video. Second video. Second
Magic.
video. Right there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. What is this? Undercover tourist. Oh, what? That I've always known it as Full Throttle, like in my memory bank. I think it's called Full Throttle Bar now. Moose Burger Lodge. Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah, I used to go in there and like they had the best burgers there. You'd go in there and sit down and they had like a full toppings bar and then they had like all the like animatronics on the wall would come to life and
What?
kind of like Bullwinkles, you know what I mean?
Damn. Hey, you think you're at a Walt Disney World resort right now? What the heck?
Yeah, the stuff in the middle would come to life.
What the heck? I never knew. This is not a good video. Dude, this is like. Here we go. Here we go. What is this?
I'm the stranger that you ever did see.
Look at that. They're putting animatronics in a restaurant. Now we got theme parks complaining about any animatronics anywhere. What? Damn,
Dude,
you're like a
Moose
lot.
Burger Lodge was we would always our day at Six Flags would always end at Moose Burger Lodge. And then we would
What?
go home after Moose Burger Lodge.
I can't. I will never look at this restaurant the same. Oh my god! Now it's just. I know this restaurant now, Danny, is like expensive beers and burgers. That's all it is. Wow. This is wild, dude. What year is this? 17 years. That's how cool Six Flags was in 2007. Make it make
Yep.
sense, dude. Make it make sense. Now they're just crushing knots. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Uh, all right. As a kid, I loved Adventure Dome at Circus Circus, so adding new attractions experiences makes sense. Heck, as an adult, I'll go before a club. Yeah, do you like okay, Danny, in your current era, are you like interested in bars or even going to a club? Like, does that interest you? I was just talking to Coco about this like a couple hours ago. How do you feel about bars and clubs these days? Like, how do you feel about it?
Um Typically if like we're going to a bar, I want it to be a place that has like good food as well too, right? So if it's just like straight up a bar, I'm like less inclined to want to go there.
You're like, I don't want to
Um
go.
yeah, maybe when I was younger, like and we were just able to drink, like we really wanted to do that, but I don't necessarily know anymore that that's the case. Clubs for sure, like don't interest me like to go regularly, but like every once in a while I'll be like, oh, let's go to a club. You know what I mean? Like I want to go to a club, but like not like when I was younger when we wanted to go like all the time. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Like for me, when I was younger, like bars was kind of more my thing. Club was just like, why am I $22 for one shot? You know what I mean? Like I couldn't afford stuff like that. Uh, and like my thing was like I'm going to a club to I guess dance the night away, but I sucked at dancing, so it just never interested me. But now that I've got older, I was telling Coco, my girlfriend, I was like, I would like to go to a club, but like I want them playing good music, some Fetty Wap. I've been in a Fetty Wap craze lately, and I know damn well they ain't playing no Fetty Wap at the clubs these days. But we were just saying that like clubs in my current age and era, I'm checked out. I'm not visiting any club. I don't care to visit a club ever. Unless I knew it was going to be Fetty Wap and all my friends somehow wanted to go. But I couldn't even tell you what the hot club is or what's the cool club to go to. I have no idea. I feel the same way you do, though, Danny. If that bar doesn't have good food, I ain't going. Why the hell? I don't want to pay expensive beers and whatever the hell else they have. I could do that at home. I could do that at Disneyland. I could go to Disneyland and do that. But yeah, you're muted, Danny.
I was gonna say, yeah, if I'm going to a bar these days, it's typically attached to like a Disney resort. So it's like one of the hotel bars or
Yeah,
it's at Epcot or something like that. Like that's kind of where I'm going. Every once in a while, there's like some good bars to go to, like the Blind Rabbit's really good over at the Anaheim Packing House. Um,
yeah.
I don't know.
Anaheim Packing House is a great example of the current what people want to do. They did it great right there.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Yeah.
think like that kind of stuff is good. Um, But I'm not like usually going out of my way to like go to a bar lately. So
Yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I rather just
Beyond the Vlog says the only bar I want, or the only club I want, is a club sandwich.
no. Hey, club sandwiches are fire. Jen, I'm curious to know what's going on Vegas. Rumor has it that they outbid New Orleans Stadium, so Vegas can have WrestleMania again. I think Vegas is fully on. We need experiences to keep coming here. We can't just rely on gambling. It's every time I like look like a video gets recommended to me on YouTube about Vegas, it's how expensive it is, and everything's a rip off, and you never win. You never win in the casino. That's all I get. Like that's all I ever hear when it comes down to Vegas. Um, let me see. Uh,
Brandy R in the chat. Mondo says I'd rather go to the parks, have a drink, and ride rides.
oh, 100%. I'd rather be at a theme park. 100%. 100%. Um, let me see. The Nonce app is trash. So maybe pairing it with another park will actually help. I have no complaints about Six Flags app. I have no complaints. But yeah, I doubt that like combining powers is going to help out. What's up, Isabel? Speculators. All right. I'm catching up. I feel
We
like
got a super chat from Theme Park Pro says changes are coming from Cedar Fair execs, not Six Flags.
I don't know what to say. Well, well, then why let go of
And then
John Storbeck? Why
they
let
also
go of the
said
president that's like done great things? Why?
they
Yeah, it's
also said the
weird.
merger was 49-51 split with Cedar Fair control.
Yeah, does it feel that way? Millions of dollars getting pumped into Hurricane Harbor and Soak City. Where's that money? I don't know. And Six Flags is getting that new roller coaster that we don't know a name of. That's been just kind of stagnant, honestly, right now. Uh, I don't know. It's hard to believe that like Cedar Fair is like, let's just keep helping out Six Flags with all these things before we touch ours. I don't know. I don't know what to say. That whole thing is just it's still wild that that's a real thing. Which stuff
Uh,
which stuff would you want to see at FanFest? Is there a number like a number one want from you, Danny, that would bring you back?
yeah, we talked about this one already. We want to see Jurassic come to FanFest nights for sure.
A
Whether that's
lot of it. A lot of it.
whether that's a retro throwback to Jurassic Park or whether that's an expansion of Jurassic World offerings in the lower lot for FanFest nights, that would be amazing. Some sort of interactive experience. Maybe it's a walkthrough of like the DNA lab where they like hatch babies into a little hatchery and they've got like little animatronics and stuff. And maybe it can be like a scary thing where like you're in the hatchery, but then like dinosaurs break in and whatever. Like it could be fun. So I think that's kind of what I'm looking for at FanFest nights. Other than that, more just maybe doing Universal Monsters. So that'd
Oh
be fun
yeah.
too.
But then it's a hard one, Danny, because then it's like, are we horror nights all of a sudden? You know what I mean? I feel like they want to distinctly like this is fan fest. It's not horror. It's this. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, Jurassic Park or Jurassic World if they have to. Yes, that San Diego dinosaur experience, big ass T Rex, literally breaking through. It's unreal what they could do. Bring that with more universal vision. It'd be beautiful. Albert, would you want to see One Piece stunt show that Universal Japan does come to FanFest? Um,
Yes.
hell yeah, hell yeah. Uh, but do not lose the meet and greets. Add more meet and greets. I think that's the right. I think the answer with One Piece is do more and more merch because they probably lost a lot of money not having more merch. Uh, Krista, When the heck are HHN Hollywood tickets going on sale? Yeah, my buddy Nene earlier was like, I usually bought all my tickets. I got my flight booked. I'm already ready to go to Orlando. And I was like, well, what have you done as of right now? Nothing. I have nothing. I was like, damn. I don't know why they're slacking, dude. I don't know why. I just, they need to just start pumping out announcements, ticket sales, frequent fear. People are just itching to buy all that stuff, but I don't know. They want to,
Yeah.
and I hate the
Uh,
excuse that like, oh, we're waiting for Epic Universe. I'm like, we're Hollywood. I don't care about Epic. We are Hollywood. We're like totally other side of the United States. We care about Hollywood.
Disway in the chat, Mondo says, I remember the log ride next to the Moose Burger Lodge. Do they still have the log jammer? Does that exist?
You're talking words. I don't even know what you're talking about, Danny. Log jammer?
Yeah, at Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Log jam? Dude, I'm going to say no, dude. Log jammer?
Yeah.
Uh, I gotta look it up, dog. What do we got? 3 years ago, it's called Jetstream now.
No, they have Jetstream and they have log jammer. Two different rides. Jetstream is
Oh,
over by
right here.
Ninja.
Coast.
Jetstream is over by Ninja. Logjammer is over where it used to be over by where Full Throttle is.
Dang. What? I just click this one. I'm gonna say. Nah, Danny. I'm gonna say.
Logjammer was really fun too. Really fun.
You know, a ride like this would be so great at Six Flags. It's only 110 throughout all of summer. Dude, Danny, I feel like we could just do an hour talking about cool shit that Six Flags did back in the day. Like
Oh yeah.
this is like breaking my heart right now, dude. This don't exist, Danny. This don't exist, dude. Yeah, that don't exist no more. That's so sad. It's like breaking my heart. All right. I got that question. Mondo updates on Six Flags let you know they're closing down all their resorts. Been confirmed. I have not heard that. That sounds like not real. Went to thrift store shop and found the book Dream It, Do It by Imagineer legend Marty Sklar. Brand new and signed $2. He did a book signing Disney World 2013. Dedicated window. You ever heard about this, Danny? Dream It, Do It book?
Yes.
Wow. Is it like is it what is it more of? Disneyland or Disney World? I have no idea. I didn't even know that existed.
Probably more Disneyland.
Disneyland. Let's look it up real quick. I'm just curious. Dream it, do it. Disney book. That's what I'll just put. Let's take a look. What is this about? It's this one right here. Marty Sklar. That's cool. Hired by Walt Disney Company, 1955. Damn, dude. It has to be Disneyland. All right. Johnny dropping a super chat. Did you ever check to see Jurassic World Rebirth event at selected AMC theaters? Or Danny, have you heard anything about it? It's July 1st, I think. I have not had a chance to revisit it, but I'll take a look, Johnny. Johnny was saying that there's like a fan event through AMC. Have you heard anything about that? Like AMC
No.
fan or Stubs?
Mm-mm.
I'll look into it. I would like to attend or see it early.
Yeah, a lot of people, Mondo, in the chat are at least in the most recent things are talking about the log ride. They said Uh,
I can't keep talking about Six Flags cool stuff. It's breaking my heart, man.
they said it was awesome because it had 2 drops back to back, and it did. It was like
No way.
so.
Let me go back
It
to
was
that
cool
video.
because Logjammer was really really fun. Like it was, you would get pretty wet on
Then why
it.
close
The
it?
whole purpose of Jetstreamer was way shorter. Logjammer was a really long ride,
All right, here we
and it
go.
had 2 drops. But the Jetstreamer, the whole purpose of the Jetstreamer is the boats would skip on the water. They would like skip, like when you skip rocks on the water. Like that's what the Jetstream boats did. The Logjammer just had like regular drops.
Oh, you're getting wet. He had to lift up the camera. Dang, he got old school camera. By the way, this is credit to HB Videos 14 years ago. So thank you to this person. Dang, he sat first row with the camera in 2013.
And here's the second drop onto the big one that
Hey, this one
goes
looks
like
big. This one looks big, Danny.
it is big. It is big.
All right. Dude, what? Split. Oh my god. Yeah, so it was back to back. So you're pretty high up to be doing.
You went up the mountain. It was like all throughout the mountain. That's what made it so fun.
Oh
Is
wow,
you were like hugging the mountain where full throttle is.
dude. How I wasn't even asking anymore. I was just gonna say, like, how can Six Flags have been that cool, dude? Um, what's up, Nick? Speaking of bars, what's the rumor of Lady Gaga taking over the Dead Coconut in City Walk? I have not heard that rumor. Have you heard that rumor?
No.
Lady Gaga taking over the Coconut?
Mm-mm.
If Lady Gaga is doing that, is she gonna have a house? That's kind of a weird, just like a city club or city walk bar to just that's random. What?
Regular Joshua Mondo says, I got on that ride many years ago, and I'm someone that doesn't like log flumes.
Damn, Michael's Life Adventure says best log ride.
It was really fun. It was honestly really good. I hit it up every time. Jetstreamer, I didn't like to do Jetstreamer because it was short. The wait was usually long, and your feet just got owned for life on
There's
Jetstreamer.
no
Like
saving it.
yeah, like as soon as you skipped on that water, it would just be coming in. I just didn't really like Jetstreamer.
Dude, I'm still. Uh, is Lady Gaga like a summer thing? I don't know. I haven't heard that. That's news to me. That's news to me.
Mono, Michael's Life Adventure says, look up a video of free fall at Six Flags. I went on that ride too. That was probably one of the most painful rides I've ever been on at Six Flags.
Painful? What?
Mm-hmm. It's gone now, but
Why was it pain? Oh, dude. I remember this ride.
it hurts. It hurts.
Dude. I've been on this ride. I feel like one of my uncles or somebody took me. I don't think it was my parents. It was like a
Yeah,
relative.
they would move the elevator out over the drop, and then they would just take the floor out, and it would fall down the shaft.
When you say painful, do you mean like the gravity was too much, or it just
No,
uncomfortable?
when it would get to the bottom and you'd roll on your back, it was like so rough. You'd be like, like on your, and it's
It's
all
just
like on
punching
the
the air
back.
out of you.
Yeah.
Do we have like
It was a fun drop though because it was truly like a free fall.
Let's see. This one is like
You got
he's
you got to
on
do an
it.
on-ride video.
Yeah, this is from Vegas Stick. 18 years ago. 18. Wow. This is a good camera for 18 years ago. Oh my god. Dan, you're looking at the sky? So you're just on your back? What?
Yeah, you lie on your back.
Wow. Dude, the crazy
Do the
days.
other video right there. That
This
one.
one? Alright.
Yeah,
This
that
one's
looks
from
like a better one.
David Jealous. 12 years ago. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Can we hear? Hey, this ride's kind of fast, Danny. Like how it was doing all this.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so jerky and bumpy.
Look how much it's already shaking.
It hurt.
He's like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Dude, that's what it sounded like right there. I don't know if that was a fun one, Danny.
That was a one and done for me.
I feel like as a kid I probably would have loved it, but as like an older person, you're like, I'm good. No thank you. No thank you on that one. Let me see. Wing Nike, did any of you see the comment that Epic Universe is the best theme park for sober drinkers? Lots of fun, great tasting drinks that are alcoholic free. Do you think that trend could come here? I have not heard that, but I feel like Disney has incredible drinks that are non-alcoholic everywhere, like everywhere. You go first, Sandy. What do you think on that? What do you think about that?
I think it's cool. I think that they are. It's cool that they're making drinks for um, catering for that audience. I mean, it's no surprise really that a lot of Gen Z they don't really drink. So, Universal's kind of picking up on that and making fun regular drinks that they can get as well too, to kind of cater to everyone. So I think it's awesome that they're doing that.
I feel like Disney does that like really well. Like they have mocktails everywhere. On the menu of like just off my quick thought, uh, what is it? Lamplight Lounge?
The Craftsman's Bar has really good ones. Lamplight
Lamplight
Lounge has good
Lounge.
ones.
They got themed
Um,
ones.
Trader Sam's has good ones. So they've got them all over. They just don't really have a lot of them in the parks per se, unless you're getting like some of the lemonades and things like that that they have at like Cafe Daisy or,
Mint
um,
julep,
yeah, they've got the like. They
Hungry
used to have,
Bear, Hungry
they
Bear,
had the sweet tea at Hungry Bear. I don't know if they're still doing that.
Galaxy's Edge. They have Moof Juice. What is the one I like called again, Daddy? I just for some
Move
reason all I'm thinking is
Tatooine
Satoli.
Sunset.
Yeah, Tatooine Suns. All I kept thinking was Satoli Canteen, but I know it's not.
Yeah, so Theme Park Pro, Mondo, yeah, Six Flags Magic Mountain was the place to go for water rides. You had Logjammer, you had Jetstream, and then you had Roaring Rapids, and you had Tidal Wave. And Tidal Wave was fun, and the fun part about Tidal Wave was like half the fun was everyone just waiting on the bridge for the tidal wave because they wanted to get wet because it was so hot at Six Flags. They would all just stand by the bridge and get soaked by it. So it was a really long wait for a 2 second ride, but it was really fun. So and they took that away for Wonder Woman. They took away Logjammer for Full Throttle, and
They're like
now
all the water stuff. Let's just get rid of it for whatever reason.
they have Jetstream still, according to Theme Park Pro, and that he said, Mondo, if you go on Jetstream, you can see the monorail station near Jetstream.
I haven't for whatever reason. I never get on Jetstream. Uh, I'll try to get on that ride on my next trip. I don't know if I can film on it.
Wear some shoes that you can dry off.
No, I got Tevas. I'll wear my sandals. I have to. I'm prepared. Jetstream is just like I just don't care to get on it for whatever reason. I never have, but I'm gonna get on it just so I can look at the monorail remembrance, whatever's left. It's so crazy. Uh, Let me bring up this. Nick sent me this. Shout out to HHN365 on Instagram. Let me hit the like. According to HHN Insider Legacy, it's rumored that Dead Coconut Club at City Walk Orlando will be themed to Lady Gaga this year. Legacy hasn't given any more details on this rumor, but in our opinion, it would make sense for it to be themed to her newest album, Mayhem. We did get Horror Nights tweet that on Horror Nights, the Hollywood one, where it's like, it's mayhem, I think is what they tweeted. He also made it clear that he doesn't believe in this rumor, but that he has heard it and it's out there. Uh, for me, Lady Gaga, I'm like neither good or bad. I'm mutual. I think that's how I feel. How about you, Danny?
Uh, I'm not like a big Lady Gaga person, so this doesn't really like interest me. But I know this would do really well. So I
A
think,
lot of crowd would come just because of Lady Gaga.
yeah. So I think in that aspect, like it's good. It's
Yeah.
good. People would fly to go do
Oh,
that. You know
I
what I
can
mean?
see it. If it's like it's all themed bar Lady Gaga and new album, yeah, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. Uh, Danny, took your advice on Plaza Inn dining package. My son and I enjoyed it just like back in 2014 when he was 4 years old. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's
That
awesome.
dining,
I'm glad they did it.
I'm glad Danny talked about it. Or he put it, is it in your video, Danny? Like the food and
Oh
all?
yeah, it's
Talk
all in my
about it.
video. I talked about the fried chicken upgrade. I talked about doing it day of, trying to book it in advance if you could. I showed people what the view looked like, um, and it just and how you can watch the fireworks from the same spot. It was great. It's honestly one of the best sections, and it's one of the best value dining plans or dining packages that they offer for entertainment, besides like Phantasmic dining over at Rancho del Zocalo. So
Yep, yep. Good bang for your buck. Like literally, it's amazing value. Theme Park Pro. I don't know if you read this or not. Cedar Fair focusing on upgrading Six Flags parks to be equal. Uh, why can't they just do both same time? I don't get why like we have to start here and then eventually at some point in time we'll go to Knott's, I guess, or Cedar Fair. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's hard to comment truly. I don't know what they're doing. I say tickets will go on sale by next Friday. This Friday, like next Friday's June. Oh my gosh. Give us an actual Wicked experience. Maybe a stage show, walkthrough experience of Emerald City or Shiz University. Or give us Pokemon training experience. I'm down for all of that for FanFest. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Rumor is tickets will go on sale June 5th. So that's Thursday of next week. Let me see. Let me see. I'm just reading. Theme Park Pro with another super chat. Thank you. Food upgrades already happening at other Six Flag parks. That's one thing I've heard. Even at our Six Flags, food they're really trying to focus on either bettering it or just better chefs. I heard that's a thing that's happening at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I haven't been in a while, and like I rarely eat at Six Flags. In and Out, In and Out's right down the street, and it's just from a value. It's not even about like I hate Six Flags food. It's just more of like $20 to $30 at Six Flags, or $12 and eat this delicious In and Out burger. You know what I mean? That's like the battle that Six Flags is battling, in my opinion. Uh, Let me see. We got Alec. What up, Mondo? Did you already hear the news about Universal coming to UK and going to have IPs like Lord of the Rings, Back to the Future, 007 with a few more? Yeah, we did a whole live stream and comment on all that. Uh, I want Universal to announce it themselves. You know what I mean? There's no confirmation other than like something's happening. But yeah, I want confirmation from the theme park. so we could like truly point at it. You know what I mean? Like have them, like a news station provided the concept art. I don't even think it was Universal. Johnny with the super chat. Nothing will beat the Splash Mountain wave you got, Mondo. You guys got soaked. What over the years, Danny? You know all the theme parks you've gone. Is there like one or two water rides that have like had your heart as like the best? Is there anything like that for you? Like water rides.
Uh, Logjammer was one of the best. I remember that one distinctly. Um, I mean, everyone loves Splash Mountain, so that's
Splash
that
Mountain.
still remains the same.
Yeah, for me, Splash
Um,
Mountain is like has to be number one. It's just I can't even think of a. It's hard to think of a number two.
I love the Timber Mountain log ride at Knott's Berry
I
Farm.
know it's so good too.
So
That's what
good.
I was gonna say, Daddy.
Yeah, and then don't forget Perilous Plunge at Knott's too. That was really fun too.
I was.
It took forever to like wait in line for that ride, but that was fun.
It hit hard like that. You were gonna get soaked. People on the bridge were gonna get soaked. It was just a lot. That ride did the job of like you're gonna get wet. But I'm gonna say Timber Mountain Log Ride. That those are my one and two. Splash and that one. Um, let me see. Did you guys like Z Force? I don't even know what that is. You know what that is, Danny?
You know it, Mondo, probably as Flashback.
I oh the circle thing.
No, no, it was a roller coaster at Six Flags Magic Mountain, really close to where the Kid Land is, the Looney Tune Land. But it was like on the border of Six Flags and Hurricane Harbor, and the ride was literally so loud, like it was almost as loud as Superman.
No,
And
dude,
so
Superman is like loud. So you're
this was
saying
loud. This
what?
was loud. And so they only were allowed to operate it half of the year because when Six Flags Hurricane Harbor was open, they couldn't run this ride because it was so loud that they didn't want it to interfere with like the lifeguards being able to hear people crying out for help or something. So
What?
When Hurricane Harbor was open, the flashback would be closed.
Dude, I want to make, you know what I want to do? I want to get Park Hop. That's hold on. Is it Park Hop? Yeah, Park Hop, right? I'm not tripping. Park Hop? Yeah, Park Hop Creations. I want to have a Park Hop Creations and Danny like a bonfire, and we just talk about cool shit that used to be at Six Flags. Like I feel like we need to do that, Danny, because like this is your knowledge on Six Flags past is insane, dude.
I used to
I
go
didn't
all
know
the
this
time and I
existed.
loved it.
You're over here talking about sounds and closures, like, cause like, dude, this is wild. This is
This ride was extremely painful for a lot of people, and it didn't have a very long wait usually because it hurt. It really hurt.
forget
Yeah.
that. No, I'm glad it's gone then, dude. Loud and hurt. Those are not good things, like at all. Oh man. You guys need to Google the old dragon ride at Six Flags Magic Mountain. What is that? A
The
dragon?
old dragon ride.
Let me Google it real quick. Hold on. We're all the six. That's the last things I thought we were be talking about. Dragon ride Six Flags Magic Mountain. Are you talking about Tatsu? That exists right now. That exists right now.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Um, let me see. Big Wave at Knott's Berry Farm was wild. What's Big Wave? I don't remember Big Wave. We got Frankie G, 41 months. Frankie, thank you for 41 months. I don't see a comment, but post a comment, man, so I could highlight you, dude. Thank you for 41 months. Fuck. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Bianca, hey Mondo, where are they going to send Bugs Bunny and the rest of the team? Are they going to send them to Disneyland or Universal Studios? What are you talking about? Six Flags ain't going nowhere. Here in California, our Six Flags ain't going nowhere. At least as of right now, they just pumped millions of dollars into Hurricane Harbor. So Bugs Bunny's going to stay at Six Flags. Um, let me see. Uh, Theme Park Pro dropping a super chat. Drop on Splash was redone around 2017, not for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Is that true, Danny? I don't remember, man. All these things are blurs. Uh, do you remember hearing stuff like that in 2017?
Um,
That they
I
redid
don't remember the
the
ride. I don't remember the drop being redone at all.
I just
So that's
remember
news to me.
hearing a big refurb happened. That's all I remember at that time. Uh, but Splash is crazy. That you're gonna get soaked. Uh, Luz XO with the super chat. Uh, it's a super sticker. Thank you. Thank you, Luz XO. Dragon Ride Old Loading Station is next to Jetstream. Is there literally a ride called Dragon Ride? Am I tripping or something? Because when I look it up, it just brings up Tatsu.
Oh well, I don't know about. It looks like it's no, it's like an old people mover ride. Um, it looked like maybe it was replaced by the Orient Express. Do they still have the Orient Express, Mondo? The one that goes up and down the hill?
It's closed, dude. I want to say I've done it like once since having a pass in like 6 years. Uh, this is the only thing that's coming up right now. Um, Maybe this is it. I think.
No, it's right. It's right here, Mondo. Uh, I sent it to you on text.
Look at this. The dragon. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
A tram car descends in 1975. What? Wow. I've never seen this in my life. Wow. Is that where Ninja is now? Or I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
was born. That's like that's like 50 years ago almost.
Tall guy at the park says Magic Mover still going up the hill. Is that the new name for Orient Express? Is it called the Magic Mover?
Magic Mover Six Flags Magic Mountain. Uh, Dude, that thing's never open though. Hey, my next trip, I'll see if it's open.
We used to always ride that when it was the Orient Express. Always ride that.
Yeah, I guess that has taken over as the Magic Mover. Damn, I never knew they called it Magic Mover. That's news to me. I didn't know that. Uh, Let me see. I just did the Magic Express on Earth Day. Still has helpful Honda Express branding on the roof. Only goes from Carousel to Ninja. Wow. Well, I'm gonna try to do
You
it.
need to spend more time, Mondo, doing. I don't know. What are you doing at Six Flags? Are you just going to all the big rides and that's all you're
No,
doing?
I go to Six Flags. I go on the rides I fit. So I don't really explore like the rides I don't fit. I just don't. I don't even like Twisted Colossus. I don't even think about it. But Six Flags when I go, I kind of really like. I just try to soak in DC. You know, I don't get to wear a Batman shirt and be proud of it at any theme park other than Six Flags. So it's really nice to see other people wearing Batman stuff. But when I go to Six Flags, if you want my honest answer to why I go to Six Flags, I just love feeling like a kid again. I have like really strong memory in my memory bank about like being a kid and at Six Flags. It was like the cool thing to do. I almost want to say like we did school field trips to it too. So it just makes me feel young again, kind of thing. And I like just walking at Six Flags. Very beautiful. The park's beautiful to me, just from a walking perspective. I like doing it. I like getting my steps in too at theme parks, and that's a great theme park to get your steps in.
Yeah.
You're
I love
literally
Ninja Mondo at Six
walking hills.
Flags.
You're literally walking hills. What'd you say, Danny?
I like Ninja at Six Flags. That's a fun ride.
No, Ninja's fun, dude. I did it, I think, with SoCal Tall Guy. He was in the chat. That was my last time. I did it recently. Uh, all right, Danny. Closing thoughts on all this wild conversation. This is a crazy speculation Sunday.
Yeah, Moose Burger Lodge,
Yeah, we're talking.
flashback.
There's no other live stream that's talking about stuff like this. That was awesome. But closing thoughts,
um,
Danny.
man, I'm hoping that we get some more clues and maybe a new speculation map for HHN so we can talk a little bit more about Halloween on the next live stream.
Yeah.
But honestly, I've been having a lot of fun at Disneyland, just soaking in all the entertainment now for the 70th, and I know Mondo's been enjoying that as well too. I went
Oh,
out
I
over
love
the
this.
weekend to
Yeah.
do more of the entertainment. It's just awesome. It's awesome, and we need to do another live stream, Mondo, a Tapestry of Happiness, because that was great.
Oh, before we get out of here, we got to talk about that, Danny. Tapestry of Magic is this like low, going under the radar experience because you really
Tapestry of
can't experience,
Happiness.
or Tapestry of Happiness. I'm gonna call it
Hmm.
Tapestry of Magic. It just flows better. Tapestry is this like experience that's going under the radar. I mention it to people and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you talk about it, Danny? I'll bring up a video so we can get some visuals.
Yeah, it's a projection show on Small World, so not unlike the like we don't talk about Bruno moment that we had, or the Christmas one that they do for the Nutcracker every 15 minutes. But the problem with this one is that that area of Disneyland becomes like pretty much immovable while people are waiting for
Just
the
camping
night.
everywhere.
Yeah, and so they can't do the first showing of this until after the fireworks. So the first showing of Tapestry of Happiness isn't until 10 p.m. And this show's great. It's all about the history of Disneyland. It touches on attractions that don't even exist anymore. So it's really really fun. It honestly could be a really great fireworks show
Oh,
if it was.
tremendous fireworks show. It could be a tremendous
Hmm.
fireworks show. Um, this show hits you in the heart. You're a Disneyland fanatic. You have to watch this show. It's literally, to me, it's that important. Like, you need to watch this show. Obviously, you're watching it right now, but like in person, the music, the projections, the way it hits, especially this part. Let me hit that part real quick. Where's the volume, dude? Right here. Yeah, I wanted the electrical parade. It's hard to click that part,
You
but
passed it.
yeah, no, I think this is perfection, and it should just stay for a long time, beyond the 70th. It just keep it there. Why not? It's more stuff to do and see, and it's about Disneyland. Why would it go away? This was great. The people that worked on this, send them the World of Color. That's what I want. Send them the World of Color. This team, go to World of Color. Go to World of Color. Danny, you have not seen World of Color yet, right?
I have not seen World
All
of
right.
Color Happiness.
Danny will see World of Color this week, and I'm gonna watch it with him. Maybe we could live stream that day. I want Danny to finally, I want to hear his thoughts on it, and it'll be my second time. I've only seen it one time, so it'll be my second time. But all right. Closing thoughts, Danny. Closing thoughts. My bad.
Yeah, no, I was just saying we've been enjoying the 70th entertainment, so we'll probably keep talking about a lot of stuff as it continues to happen as we ramp up closer to the 17th of July as well too. To hopefully be able to be one of the first to experience the Walt Disney animatronic and show and talk about what that's like. But honestly, for the month of June, I want to say we're just gonna, enjoy the 70th for what it is. Continue to monitor, any new announcements or new movement for Universal when it comes to the roller coaster and HHN. So we'll stay. And then I don't know when Mega Movie Summer's kicking off, but that's soon
June
too, right?
13th. June 13th.
Yeah, June 13th, Friday the 13th. So
Oh, it's a Friday?
um,
Damn, I didn't even realize. Yeah,
mhm.
Friday the 13th. Wow. A lot of stuff on that 13th. Uh, Also, too, before we get out of here, Danny, talk about Wednesday. You got a video or a podcast,
Yeah,
I guess.
new podcast coming out on Wednesday. So if you guys want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, my channel's called the 5571. Just search for that, you'll find it. New podcast will come out. I have last week's podcast episode, and then I also have a 70th video. If you hadn't gone to the 70th and want to kind of see what the recap of that looks like, and Mondo, I have a lot of people telling me we need to revisit Parkside Market. I have a lot of people telling me that.
I
They're
don't
telling us
want
that
an $18 chicken sandwich with a $12
they're telling
lemonade,
us that we
Danny.
need to revisit the chicken tenders specifically at George's Chicken or G&G's Chicken.
Oh, wow. Uh, I'll consider it. How about that? I'll consider it. I still have to try the bowl place. What's that one called? The bowl where they sell like the beef bowls. What is that one called?
Uh, the Soul Sister.
Soul Sister? I don't know, Danny. Parkside Marketplace is like not even in consideration of ever visiting, even the coffee shop.
Arnott's Adventure says Mondo. Don't forget Ghost Town Alive and Summer Nights also start on Friday the 13th.
Woo! I want my first day of summer at Knott's to be 90s rock show. That's what I want. So whenever they kick off, and 90s rock show supposedly has the big stage now. They're gonna have a crowd. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
Michael's
beautiful.
Life Adventures, Mondo, wants to remind you that they listen to feedback. It's not an $18 chicken sandwich anymore. They lowered the price to $16.
What world do we live? I'd rather take my $16 to Din Tai Fung. That's what I'd rather do. But if Danny wants to revisit it, I'll revisit it. I'll buy a $16 sandwich for science. If that's, I already said it the first time. It was a great sandwich. It's just $18, and that's ridiculous pricing. It's I don't know. I want to try the beef bowl place.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's called Soul Sisters.
Soul
Regular Josh
Sisters.
won,
Soul Sisters.
and he said get the pork belly bowl.
I'll try the pork belly, but I've heard nothing but good things about that place. I do want to say this though. I have something positive to say about Parkside Marketplace. The bar upstairs, people only say good things about it, and the bartenders are great up there. It's a great place to lounge and relax. So I think it's really Parkside Marketplace. I think is really for Disneyland hotel guests because they could just end your night there, or you're in your room, but you want to go get a drink, go right there. It's a great spot. Uh,
Mondo, Arnott's Adventure says 90s Rock Show first day is June 24th.
Damn, I gotta wait a long time. Okay, I'll go before then. That's waiting too
We'll go
long.
before then, and we'll definitely be doing the daytime for Ghost Town Alive for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait to see Ghost Town Alive. I always love interacting with all those people. My closing thoughts. What a great conversation. I had no clue we would be talking about cool stuff at Six Flags. And it's truly heartbreaking because those things are gone. So it's not like, oh, I just wish they refurbished it. No, these things are gone permanently. Wild, wild. But I'm very excited. I can't wait till Horror Nights finally kicks into gear and we get that ball moving. Not even just because of announcements, but then the facades and more details. It's just be great all around. I can't wait for June 13th. It seems like a lot of stuff is happening that day, which is kind of crazy. So we're not far off from having a lot of summer fun and summer heat. But thank you, Danny. Thank you, everybody, for joining tonight's live. If you haven't already, smash the like button. Thank you for all the super chats, the support, the comments, the likes. Appreciate you all. 5 fires to everybody. All right, everybody. We are firing it down, firing it down. The Cali Bay, just as Danny, are calling it a day. I'm the main host, Mondo.